Imagine an object, seemingly simple, perhaps a handbag, a watch, or even a fountain pen. Now imagine it commanding prices in the secondary market that defy logic, not just thousands, but tens, even hundreds of thousands beyond its original retail. Why do people queue for days, join secretive online groups, or pay exorbitant sums for something they technically could live without? This isn't just about perceived quality, it's about the deliberate, intricate manufacture of desire. How do certain brands transcend mere utility to become objects of profound longing? In a world saturated with choices, understanding this mechanism isn't just a curiosity, it's a masterclass in human psychology and market influence. It's the story of how luxury doesn't just sell products, but sells dreams, status, and a sense of belonging. Our story begins with Alchemy Vance, founder of Atelier Vespera. In the early 2000s, Alchemy noticed a paradox: genuine craftsmanship was everywhere, but true prestige was scarce. She envisioned a brand that didn't just produce beautiful accessories, but orchestrated an entire experience of exclusivity. Her first collection wasn't marketed, it was whispered about, shown to a select few, and deliberately made just beyond reach. Vespera's strategy wasn't accidental, it was a carefully constructed architecture of longing. First, scarcity. Production runs were meticulously limited, creating a perpetual waiting list and fueling an urgent fear of missing out. Second, storytelling. Each item wasn't just a product, it was a narrative, a piece of history, an artistic endeavor, a secret shared only among initiates. This elevated mere goods to treasured artifacts. Then came pricing psychology. Vespera's initial prices were high, but not astronomically so. The secondary market did the heavy lifting, pushing prices to dizzying heights, which in turn validated the original price as a bargain. This perception of value wasn't set by Vespera, but by the market's insatiable hunger. And finally, controlled distribution. No mass retailers, no discounts, only a handful of meticulously curated boutiques, ensuring an intimate, almost ritualistic acquisition. Vespera's success didn't go unnoticed. A new entrant, Lumiere Lux, armed with substantial venture capital, sought to capture a piece of this manufactured desire. Their approach was different: replicate Vespera's aesthetic, but make it more accessible. They scaled production, partnered with department stores, and focused on volume. The market braced for a head-on collision, a test of pure aspiration against attainable luxury. For a brief period, Lumiere Lux's strategy seemed to work. Some consumers, eager for the look without the weight or the price, flocked to their offerings. Analysts questioned whether Vespera's extreme exclusivity could sustain itself against a more agile, high-volume competitor. Had Alchemy Vance's meticulously built empire of desire finally met its match? The core question became, would the allure of rarity be diluted by widespread imitation? Alchemy Vance made a defiant move. Instead of increasing production or lowering prices, Vespera announced the Nocturne collection. Fewer pieces than ever, a radical price hike, and an invitation-only viewing for pre-qualified buyers. This wasn't a product launch, it was an affirmation of Vespera's identity. It declared, "We are not for everyone. We are for the discerning few." This pushed Lumiere Lux further into the realm of mere imitation, defining Vespera's position as untouchable. The Nocturne collection sold out instantly, its secondary market prices skyrocketing within days. Vespera's brand equity solidified, becoming synonymous with ultimate luxury. Lumiere Lux, unable to replicate the deep-seated desire, found itself stuck in the middle, neither truly luxury nor mass market, and eventually faded. Vespera demonstrated that true luxury isn't about accessibility, it's about the relentless pursuit of the exclusive, the narrative woven around the unattainable, and the psychological mastery of human longing. The case of Atelier Vespera shows that manufacturing desire is a sophisticated art form. It's about engineering aspiration, not just optimizing production. It's about understanding that value is often less about intrinsic worth and more about perceived status, emotional connection, and the strategic control of access. For any business, recognizing these levers can unlock new levels of market power, transforming a product into a phenomenon. Because in the dance of commerce, sometimes, the greatest value lies not in what you have, but in what everyone else wishes they could.